I just love it. There's no problem with things being free. Music should be free. Everything should be free. We just need a universal basic income and single payer health care. I'm going to tell you, if we have time later, about my recent pap smear and my HIV test. And like well, they asked me, this guy, he was like Forrest Whitaker in The Last King of Scotland. He was like, do you want, I can't do it, I sound like Arnold. Do you want, but it was African. But I don't know where in Africa, I mean, it's pathetic. It was like, not Egypt, but it was, I can't tell if it was West Coast or East Coast. It wasn't South Africa. It was either West Coast or, it was like, do you want a HIV test? And I was like, I'll live a little. I'm gonna make every test. I might as well tell you this now. So then so I go in after first of all, I go in, and she says, we're gonna do your blood test. I said, what blood work? Like, what is it? Why do they always ask you more? Like the last king of Scotland here, he goes, when was your last period? I said, what does that matter? I just don't see what it matters. I said, a couple weeks ago. He goes, what date? What? I was like, I don't know. July 1st, which doesn't even make sense, but he wrote that down. And then it's just odd, you know? And it's like, Wanda Sykes has this thing about how, like, when you're at the dentist and they ask if you've had an abortion, like, what does this have to do with this? But it's like, they're always like that, all the time. Like, why do you want to know my mother's maiden name? I've got a free health claim. You're never going to see me again. You know, I'm probably a hustler. What is it? This is why we need single payer. And so then I go in, she says, blood work. I said, do I need to take my jacket off? She says, no, you can just roll up your sleeve. I'm like, no, I've seen that episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I think I'll take my jacket off. You're not gonna stretch out my sleeve. So then I do my best Chet Baker, you know? And she, she gets that. And then she does the HIV thing, and she's like, oh, you're a spurter. I'm like, I just don't need the commentary, you know? And so then I go in later, and the lady goes, we got your HIV test results back. And I'm like, you know? And she goes, the results are 2 minutes, you know? She goes, negative. I said, I know, you know? Like, I'm not putting down anyone, but where am I gonna get HIV? The library, you know? I was like, I'm sure you can get HIV at the library, so I'm not, like, you know, but it's like, not to put down anyone with this life in the reference section, but like, and then I feel like, what if you actually did have HIV? Does she do that to them? What if you thought you had HIV and you were negative? Does she still do this rigmarole of like the suspense? And I played into it, you know. I was like, I don't know. And then when she said it's, negative, I'm like, yeah, you know. But I was just like, I shouldn't have done that. One final note after the thing, which was unsuccessful because I just can't. As you get older, you get more vulnerable. I just couldn't take it. I was just screaming. And there was this woman who came in. This is a free clinic, of course. And this woman came in the middle of it. And she's like, I'm gonna go to Burger King and get some onion rings. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Do you mind? It was kind of appropriate, but still. So anyway, but I just couldn't take it. I was just like, I'd rather die. And then the woman was like, I'm gonna leave while you put your clothes on. I'm like, why would you leave now? You've seen everything.